up? This is Maurice Pogue of Geeks Under Grace, and I'm here with a review copy of Synthetic by Fireflow Games. From what I can tell, an indie developer that's a two-man team, similar to the guys who made, what was that, Prison Architect? That's a two-man team as well. Basically, the programmer, designer, and then also the marketing guy. So we won't get into all that right now. When I do the full review, I'll be a little bit more detailed with that part. So LJ scolded me when I did a. All right, let's get started. I was gonna say LJ scolded me for doing an hour-long video of my gameplay of Into the Breach. Excellent game, by the way. So I'm setting my timer for 30 minutes so that I can stay on task. the video won't be obnoxiously long, but in terms of this game, it is a rogue-like arena shooter. So Rogue-lite. So those of you who are familiar with like Binding of Isaac, for example, except more hardcore shooting elements. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So I've played a little bit. I've put in about 2 hours into this game, so I wouldn't look totally incompetent while recording this video, so I'd have an idea of what to tell you, what it's about, right? Where to start? So you have different classes: Guardian, Rogue, Commando, Specialist. I haven't even tried Commando and Specialist yet. I've just been doing Guardian, Rogue. Guardian is, as it says, good for beginners, high armor, more survivability, basically. Rogue is more like a precision, so high DPS, headshot focused. I think Commando is more like go in guns blazing, and then Specialist is more like defensive oriented, from what I can tell. But as you can see, I had no experience in either of these. So this is like I've read some elsewhere that someone describes this as like tower hugging in Dota. So I'm gonna do a Guardian run because I've unlocked up to level 5, which down here there are class benefits. Every class has different benefits depending on how much experience you've gained in that class. So for example, the Rogue, I don't know what a key card does, but 300 credits you can buy items within the game. And then at level 5, sniper rifles, designated something rifles, I think that's what this game calls those, can be fired. Let's look at here at our weapon database. Shotguns, that's a submachine gun. As you unlock weapons or find them in the game, you will be able to look at them. Or at least there should be some sort of way to look at them, but oh well. I'm going to get into the game. So there are difficulty modifiers if you want to make the game harder for yourself. I'm going with the default settings, basically. Research, you gain these little credits down here. I have 62 so far. You can unlock different things. I need to get to level 10 overall. So like character classes have levels, and then you as an individual have levels. All right. So once I unlock myself at 10, which is soon, I guess, I'll be able to unlock some more of these modifiers in the game. And just like a game like Binding of Isaac, I have a ton of stuff yet to discover. Like I haven't even seen, look at this tier, nothing. I have one of these and that was awesome, the missile attack. So let's get into the game. I think I've done enough boring stuff. Guardian's class memory module, kills damage taken, increase the combo, ranging up to 25 health regeneration. So there's a lot of stuff in this game. So you basically, I recommend just jumping into it, playing it, figuring it out, you know. I'm going with the class special, it looks like class specialty modifier, so yeah, there's like all these graphical things. I have dynamic FPS. Now what's interesting is I'm playing this on my PC right now, naturally because I'm recording a video. Ready. But I tried to play on my gaming laptop, which has a 1060 in it, and that itself was not strong enough. Like for some reason the frame rates were dropping to 25 frames per second. I don't know why that is, but maybe I don't know if it's an optimization problem, a default driver problem. I don't know. So this is an interesting start. Usually the game allows you to sneak around a little bit, but I had to get right to it. Alright, so I'm going to play for a little bit. That's the first time I played, and like the game just sets it up to where it's dumb. Like, oh, that was a ridiculous start. Oh man, I'm glad I got that on video. I have not. That's the first time I ever played this game. Now look how this start. I have a lot more breathing room now instead of bad guys crawling right up under me. So yeah, in a rogue-like game, you might start off just being screwed from the start. I'm serious. That's the first time that's happened. Like how I just got blown away. Not even the first time I tried this game, or I had no idea what I was doing, did I die instantly like that. Man, that's embarrassing. Alright, so we're going to actually play the game like we know what we're doing, okay? So there is a tutorial. It tells you about headshots. It tells you about how if you move around and shoot, you'll be less accurate. Targeting reticles, all that kind of stuff. So here I will show he has an auto taser, which if I fire at this guy once, the taser will come out and stun him, as you can see there. And in this game, if you reload before it's time, and you see my taser went on cooldown, if you reload before it's time, you will waste ammo. So I like that realistic element. Alright. Ammo boost. Okay. I like it. Oh, it's a temporary power up. Alright. So, as I said, I'm still trying to figure some things out. Some items are temporary, like that one. I just collected a bolt. I've only collected up to 5, so I don't know what happens when you collect 6. I keep dying before I find out. And yes, in a roguelike, when you die, it's game over. You gotta start over again. Nice. So there's a weapon jam mechanic, which increases your mastery of the weapon, which prevents it from being jammed. I don't know what that mechanic is besides to make the game more difficult. So when you reload, there's a tactical reload, just like Gears of War. I'm not quite sure what it does, but I'm guessing it's good. All I can do is assume, right? The tutorial explains it to you, but I was kind of like half asleep when I was doing the tutorial and passed out. And then when I fired up the game again, I could not go back to the tutorial. So developers probably need to make a way for us to be able to do the tutorial again for those of us who missed it for some reason. So there is a dash mechanic. I don't see a cooldown anywhere. There's a heat mechanic that I don't know, what does that do? Heat slows down firing and causes damage. Alright. I can't recall a time when my weapon overheated, because I'm usually reloading. Like, the reloading is a very conscientious thing that you have to do. Yeah, that taser weapon works better when they're not moving, or if they're moving in a straight line. Sidewinder homing missiles. Oh yes, that's nice. So that's going to go on cooldown. What is the cooldown on that? 16 seconds? So one thing you can do if you want to go through these levels very slowly and methodically, you can just wait till that comes off cooldown and then fight again. But, you know, I'm recording a video. I don't like to have to wait. Most people don't want to wait. Just like that. So it's very nice that I picked up that weapon. That's the first time I've seen those. The top left, if you get closer to the exit, it'll tell you where you need to go. Go to the next floor. Next level, teleportation. Yeah, he took that right in the mouth. You don't want to unjam your weapon too rapidly because you'll lose a whole clip. There are some weapons, I mean, this is a basic pistol that you start with, but there are some weapons that The ammo's limited. You'll find limited. Okay, so here's the end of the level. You do have a map. If you touch this, it will activate the level exit, and any enemies that are remaining in the level as it counts down and charges will fly over to the exit. I think I probably cleared out everyone though, so we're not going to see any of that. Yep, everyone's dead. So you have to be careful about triggering the exit before it's time to exit, or if you're trying to run away, the game says, nope, you can't run away. You still have to fight. All right, what's upgrades? Multiple total ammunition gained from all larger ammo sources. Multiplies. Okay. I like having shields. So, from what I could tell, every 3 floors is a boss. So that's a new weapon, but I want to do some more fighting first before I pick it up. So enemies do have friendly fire. They do hurt themselves. And I just used the health over there. Part in my inventory. So in this game, you have to press one button to unload your clip, press another button to reload. All right. So it's the E button on the keyboard and then space bar to reload. So there's a way you can inspect your buttons. Hypersonic, suppressed weapon. Is this a suppressed weapon? Okay. Surprise attack. See, I wish this thing would tell me what the tooltip was, or it would give me it gives me a tooltip for hypersonic, but not surprise attack. So I'll probably tell the developers, hey, ammo printing, like, so it generates ammo. Yeah, I'll tell the developers, hey, help some of us noobs. Why is there red fire rate? I don't understand. Yeah, there's a lot to learn about this game. There's also a stats over here, so that as you upgrade yourself, you'll be able to see how your stats are panning out. I guess you're an android to fight, that you're fighting. And as you can see, this walking animation reminds me of RoboCop, like the old RoboCop arcade games in the 90s where he's like, drop it. Like he'll, at first, halfway through the level, he's punching people and then he whips out his gun and then he starts shooting. For those of you old enough to remember that. Oh, this gun is sweet. It really does. Its ammo does recharge. That's crazy. That is crazy. So there's no reason for me to go back to the pencil unless I absolutely want to, huh? Yeah, let's upgrade this. So on the left side of the screen, you'll pick up items such as upgrades, boost. That's a stat booster, that sort of thing. So what do we have over here? Well, I don't need double ammunition from pickups because this thing regenerates ammo. Every 4 kills increases maximum health. I like that. Adds full bullet enemy penetration or increases penetration. Let's do piercing. I like that. I keep forgetting I have those rockets. I'm not used to having those sidewinders. That's crazy. Oh, that's health. I don't need that right now. Yeah, I like this penetration. that in the face. So here, mystery item. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Oh, plating, so that's armor. Which I'm not a fan of in this game because you take so much damage. Like, the armor doesn't last long. It doesn't regenerate either. Yeah, that ammo regeneration is tripping me out. Yeah, this game is fun. There's a lot to learn. Like, there's a lot to it. Oh. So yes. There are some stationary defenses that you'll definitely want to destroy. Now, it's loud on my headphones, which is why I'm getting loud, so I hope I'm not blowing the mic out right now. Those dudes don't look happy. Oh, I missed it. Ah! When you get hit, there's a modifier to where you're slowed because you're in pain. Whew. I'm like ducking in real life, not trying to get hit. I have to find that robot thing or whatever it is that's trying to bomb me from long range. Not a fan. This way. There you are. Alright, I'm being a little cocky now. I'm just being careless because I'm normally not charging through a level like this. Oh, wow. So, not only is there an artillery stationary defense, but there's also a healer. See those module things that are walking over? So the artillery's dead, but there's a healer somewhere too. Those balls right there floating, that belong to them, is healing them. Like, they heal over time. I gotta find out what that thing is, because it's hard to kill people when they have those boosters. Yeah, they're floating over. Yeah, that. Alright, now I can be able to kill everybody. Destroy everyone. I really like there's a very tactile feel to how your shields heal. You can hear them recharging and everything. That's really good. Really good effects. Those missiles are ridiculous. Those missiles are ridiculous. Alright. Now I can just be average bad instead of terrible bad. Alright. So you have to have this weapon equipped for the ammunition to recharge, I see, because normally I switch over and I'm like, okay, let's go back. What is this? Oh, the health upgrade? Sure. Sure, I'll take a couple of those, even though I always try not to use them. When I die, I'll show what the weapon mastery stuff is about. So yeah, there's the weapon. Okay, so every time your weapon is jammed, you have to unjam it, which increases your mastery. So it's persistent, and so persistent means I hope it goes between character classes, and you don't have to do weapon mastery with every character class. But grants access to a 4th attachment slot, which are upgrades, and reduces chance of jamming, which I can't wait. It's the frustrating part of the game, but you know, I get it. I get it. You gotta add a wrinkle in. Oh, he's armored. You gotta add in a wrinkle, you know, so things will be more meaningful. I get it. You know, adding difficulty curves and all that. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But still annoying. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I couldn't find the 1 key. I'm glad I bought that health. Remember I upgraded my health and I had 2? I could have died right there if I didn't have that stuff. I would have died. Oh, how's it gonna upgrade the taser? Cooldown lowered. Okay. Let's do that some more. Yeah, lowers the cooldown by 1 second. Let's upgrade my pistol because, as you can see, I need it sometimes. Kills reduce running cooldowns of all items. Definitely like that. Bullets are directed toward the recoil center. Accuracy, low crit. I don't like low crit. I always like high crit. 10% chance to not. Well, I'm not worried about ammunition. I have yet to run out of ammo in this game. Ooh. So I think the sound effect that's counting up is this unyielding, which it encourages you to be in the battle for longer. So instead of hitting and running. Now when you're the rogue, for example, you definitely want to hit and run. Well, you're not necessarily hitting and running. You're more like, oh, that thing deactivates your shields. Oh, there was a mine there. People over there with their potty mouths on the chat on the bottom left part of the screen. Yes, there is co-op multiplayer. Now I tend to play by myself though. I might try it just so that in a review I can say, yeah, I tried the multiplayer, but I don't see myself spending a lot of time doing that co-op stuff. Alright, so that right there is a mission. It's recommended that you clear out the level before trying it, lest it be very difficult, exceedingly difficult to accomplish. So yeah, accept quest, yeah, so I'll come back to that. Okay. Whoa! See their friendly fire. They're killing themselves. Okay, the whole level woke up, huh? That's the thing, man. Nice. Weapon jammed while middle fighting everyone. Literally everyone. Catch a breather. Someone hitting me from the back. expected. That's because I'm busting caps in you, man. So this is probably a stationary defense. All right. Whew. Gotta take a little breather. So it would appear that I'll have to check. To see how much ammunition, how much damage these two guns do. I feel like I'm doing more damage with my pistol than individual shots, probably because I'm headshotting rather than my rifle. So 217 versus 278. Yeah, I thought so. I am doing more with my pistol, but it's just that this has a higher rate of fire. That's fine. I gotta watch that barbed wire. I still don't have any health or health power up. And I have not come close to finding the exit either, because otherwise there'd be an arrow. There it is, right on cue. So I was out of ammunition in my pistol, and I switched to my rifle, which jammed on me. I didn't mean to trigger that. Yes, let's upgrade this. Yes. Again. I didn't mean to trigger it, but it didn't matter because I had cleared the rest of the level out already. Open valves, okay. Hold on. Oh, now it gives me an upgrade option for the fire rate? Okay, there we go. Alright, so that I'm looking at this arrow below the exit one. Ah. Easy peasy. I don't know what the cooldown on the dash is. Why is my health green? Because that usually means poison or something. I don't like it. Oh yeah, there's radiation. So I was dying. Alright, boss time. Bosses are hard. Wouldn't it suck to beat the boss and then lose to that dude? All right, so the core modules are modifiers that. All right, so my timer's letting me know my half hour's up. So I'm just gonna finish through this run until I die. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Ah, get 30 health regen when you're below. Okay, I already have the Berserk modifier. I started the game with that one. Barricades and destroyable objects have more durability. Let's go with health regen when I'm down. New weapon. So every time you beat a boss, I guess you get a new weapon. Auto needles, huh? What is that? Heat-seeking homing missiles and non-bouncing impact grenades. Available for rocket grenade launchers. This is a grenade launcher? I like it, obviously. Alright. So, only 16 shots, so it must do some damage. Alright, so that guy's kind of faded. Stealthy. Alright, let's see how this does. Looks flashy, but didn't seem to do much. Well, it does damage to humanoid looking cyborgs. No, don't heal. Alright. So in order to take him out, I gotta go find out where that thing is healing him. Health critical. Boss dude. Oh. It's like a railgun thing. Yeah, I'm right here, bro. Oh! I was on edge there because I knew if I went up, the thing that was shooting at the boss tier static defense would have destroyed me. Alright, so you want to collect data because that gives you more items and that sort of thing over time. You do your stats. You get a bonus data over here, which is counted at the bottom left portion of the screen here, and that's used to, like, let's say for example you want to start with a different kind of pistol, like the Master Chief after the Halo, right? Or if you have a different character class, you know, you want to buy a different weapon, even different items. Some items are locked behind heavy crossbow, are locked behind this. So that gives you an idea of what Synthetik is, at least with a default Guardian class. Very fun game. As you can see, I was having a blast surviving and getting destroyed and all that good stuff. Even got to see a boss there. There are different bosses. I've seen I must have gotten, oh, okay. I don't know what this is. I guess it's kind of like, what is that game? Myst. No, not Myst. Think. Myth, where you had to log into Bungie. And I don't have a login for any of this. I just log into Steam, so I'll restart that later. But that's where you host games, that sort of thing. All right, so is that everything? Everything I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I've seen 3 bosses. I've seen a raptor, which destroyed me, like the jet. I've seen where you have to just survive while hacking a machine console, and then there's that robot that I did beat. So I'm glad I was able to conquer that thing, and you could check out the really cool grenade launcher before I just got completely overwhelmed. Where is that thing? Weapon database. Is it a Tundra? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's sweet. That is sweet. I reconnected. So if I wanted to join somebody, I could. Well, I guess that's all for now. Well, this is Maurice for Geeks Under Grace, and this is SYNTHETIK, an indie rogue-like shooter, Rogue-lite shooter by Flowfire Games. So it is out now, and you can check it out. And hope you'll Hope you'll do that because this is a good game. Peace out.